Hello, Moodlings. My name is Dr. Nicole Lunan, a 10-year energy healer, emotional intelligence specialist, and the CEO and co-founder of MoodMe, a new app that allows you to share over 400 plus moods, emotions, and desires with your lover, thus making communication simple, fun, and super easy. Today, we're going to be talking about how to seduce a Pisces man. Pisces men are complex, and this sign rules over the things that are unseen. That includes hope, faith, anxiety, depression, love, anything dealing with emotions, intuition, and spirituality. Pisces is named after the constellation of the fish, which wraps up all of his behavior in a nice little bow. Like the fish, he's floating through life, dreamily, thinking, this is nice, the clouds look nice, and then a current of emotion comes and swoops him into it, spinning him in all kinds of directions. He's very in tune with emotions, aka water, and is known to rapidly swim upstream when he feels threatened or overwhelmed. But once those currents calm down, he swims dreamily again and continues to navigate the world in a slow and dreamlike way. Alright, so we have 10 tips on how to seduce and understand a Pisces man. But before we get into those tips, if you like our videos, please show us some love and like, share, and subscribe. Okay, tip number 1 on how to seduce a Pisces man. Talk about deep and soulful things. When on dates with Pisces, don't be afraid to dive into deep stories filled with emotions, spiritual beliefs, and the origins of the universe. They don't like to do small or shallow talk, and they would rather have a partner who has an active imagination or is willing to open up about their childhood trauma or about their psychic abilities of reading other people. Tip number 2, ask them about their dreams and their daydreams. Pisces men exist primarily in a dreamlike state. They have mastered the ability to look present while their minds are off pondering what existed on this planet before dinosaurs. Pisces men are known for their big, soft, dreamy eyes, as if they have mastered the ability to see into different realities, but their physical bodies are tethered to this earthly realm. So when you see them floating away from their bodies, ask them what they're thinking about or where they're going. Or give them some space to float away from a while, and when they naturally find their way back, ask them where they went, what they saw. Be interested in their thoughts and daydreams and dreams. This will make them want to be around you. Okay, so I'm gonna say dreams like 50 times throughout this because Pisces are dreamers. They like fantastical realms. You'll hear some buzzwords: dreaming, fantastical realms, escapism. They love all of this. Tip number 3, take a ride on their magical carpet. Okay, imagine that you're Jasmine and your Pisces man is Aladdin. He's gonna ask you to take a ride on his magic carpet. And where are you going? To a different realm, of course, a heightened state of thoughts, emotions, and spirituality. Be open-minded when he asks you to take this ride. Understand that this magic carpet ride can take many forms. An invitation to sit under the stars, watch an Oscar-winning movie that's super gloomy and make you cry, his favorite Pablo Neruda poem that he decides to read you off his coffee table, a special picnic at the beach, set up with a charcuterie board and red wine. Pisces are ultra romantic. They're gonna woo you like Romeo and take the time to plan out thoughtful dates, full of fun, but mostly emotional depth. They want to fill your world with magic, feeling, and take you away from the everyday, mundane, boring aspects of life. Tip number 4, seduce them with your best intimate kiss. Pisces men don't like half-ass kissing. They want to lose themselves completely in the kiss. They want to lose themselves with you. One of those kisses you see in the movies where the spark of electricity is seen forming as 2 inch closer and closer together, a kiss that brings you both into a different reality altogether. Pisces are always hunting for ways to be brought higher and higher and higher into a fantastical realm. They are incredibly intimate. If you have your walls up, they're gonna want you to take those down so that they can feel your soul and your heart. Pisces are into long and torturous acts of seduction because they're hedonistic by nature and they really like the highs of life. Tip number 5, Pisces lust hard and fall quickly. Because of the Pisces man desire to escape reality and drop into a romance novel, they tend to fall quickly. However, what they're falling into is infatuation, or an intense but short-lived passion or admiration for someone. This infatuation is all-consuming for a Pisces man. He will get lost in sandcastles in the sky with you, playing out possible futures with you in his head. All he's gonna think about is you. All he's gonna dream about is you. Everything he's imagining is about you. And this could happen within like the span of one day after meeting you. After one good kiss, he could have all of this happening in his dreamlike mind. He will be consumed by you and create this fairy tale where you are the princess he's going to save and has been hunting for his entire life. Unfortunately, infatuation doesn't mean that he's going to commit to you in a relationship, because real love actually takes time. Pisces men have a way of building up their lovers into an ideal version that fits them, and they will project this version onto you. It's really easy to get swept up into a Pisces love gust. My advice to you is to be yourself through and through and be cautiously optimistic. If the love is real, it's going to unfold in time. So even though Pisces will get you wrapped up in their love gust, their romance novel, it's up to you to keep your feet on the ground and stay grounded, even though I'm sure it's going to be incredibly difficult because Pisces are known to be great lovers. Tip number 6, don't take their tantrums personally. When a Pisces man doesn't get what he wants, he can act childlike or throw tantrums. It can feel like a tornado of emotions coming at you and can be super confusing if you don't know how to spot it. But the best thing you can do is to give your Pisces man some space and time to calm down and reset his emotions. But make sure you let him know that you're still there for him as he works through his own emotions. But they'll come back around and most likely want to make amends, but it will be after they've gone through the depths of their soul. But yes, Pisces men can be super bratty when they don't get their way. Pisces want to do things their way, and it's tough to change their mind. So prepare yourself for the random thunderstorms. Okay, so the other thing to watch out for is when they're silently mad at you, when they get really silent and they get really moody, but the only indication that you know is that you can feel this like really moody fog or smoke or something kind of thick energy radiating from them. And if that's happening, they're probably being passive aggressive, and they're probably not telling you that you probably hurt their feelings or did something to upset them, and they're most likely mad at you. Or, I mean, they could be mad at anybody, but watch out for that like emotional thick fog that they can like bring out randomly. Okay, so this thick fog that they bring out, emotional fog that they bring out randomly, could also indicate that they're stewing about something, they're ruminating about something. Pisces men have like a dark edge to them. So although they can be like supremely loving and super positive and bring out the best in you and everybody around them, they can also go into like the darkness and bring out some dark energy and emit it outwards. And I'm not really sure if they know that they're doing this, but watch out for that. Tip number 7, Pisces love is boundless. Pisces men are known for their boundless and infinite amount of love. This can get them into tricky situations. Pisces men like to save their women from being unappreciated, unloved by others. They are attracted to situations where their women are unattainable. This helps them create the fantasy or romance novel. For example, a Pisces man could go for a married woman being treated terribly by her husband. He would then whisper positive and affirming words to her, thus lifting her spirits, making her feel seen, and creating a steamy affair. He would feel like a hero, and his desire for passion would be fulfilled. Hate to say this, but Pisces men have known to be players because they like to share their love, and it's boundless, and they want to share their love amongst many. They got a lot of love to give. However, a more grounded Pisces will be able to focus on you and not the girl going through a tough time at the coffee shop around the corner. So make sure to assess the grounding level of your Pisces before handing them all of your heart, because once you fall in love with magical Pisces, it's going to be hard to get back on your feet again. Tip number 8, empathize with his moodiness. Pisces can be sulky, moody, because his emotions are a bit of a roller coaster. They wear their hearts on their sleeves and their emotions on their face, so you'll know when this is happening. Pisces men are burdened with low self-esteem because they're incredibly sensitive, and if they bear their emotions to you and you laugh at them, they're gonna walk away from you and not talk to you. Speak to them with empathy. Encourage them to talk about their feelings and actively listen. Empathize with his moodiness. Try to understand what it would be like to be in a Pisces man's shoes. They value compassionate and deeply caring people, especially in communication. Piscean men are gentle souls, so reciprocate that and treat them gently. Give them a safe space to feel all of the feels without intervening. Show him that you can share in his highs and his lows. So Pisces men are very emotional creatures. They're not trying to be emotional, but they don't actively wake up and think, oh, I think I'm gonna feel this like super deep morose feeling today. No, that's not what they're doing. They're just inherently like that. They're born that way. So it's not something that they can really help. So it's good to empathize with them because, you know, having such a tender heart and being sensitive to everybody else's emotions and their emotions, it's pretty tiring. Tip number 9, do not control your Pisces man. Pisces men don't like to be told what to do. They don't like to be controlled. They don't like nagging. This is the opposite of them living freely in their fantastical dream state. Pisces' motto is, if it feels right to me, then I'm gonna go do that. Pisces men do what's best for them. They're still gonna love you in a magnificent way, but also they wanna make space for what they want to do. However, you do want to provide them with some grounding, but communicate your thoughts in a way that doesn't sound judgmental, critical, or controlling, if you can. Trying to tell a Pisces man what to do is like hitting a wall. They want to do what they want to do. They get their minds focused on something, and they don't really want advice as much as they want somebody to just actively listen to them, so they could like act like a sounding board to them, so they can discover and explore more of their feelings about the situation. So, but here's the thing is that Pisces also kind of live in the dream-like state. Their heads are in the clouds. So you kind of catch them in situations or experiences where you're like, but the grounding, and they're like, but I want to be here, I want my head to be in the clouds. So it's a conflicting time when you catch your Pisces man doing that. But you know what? They're going to have to learn their own lessons, and they're going to have to learn it their own way. Tip number 10, give him space to hibernate. You're going to want to give your Pisces man space to hibernate. The outside world is filled with uncertainty and overwhelming emotions for your Pisces. They need some time to safely go into their man cave and decompress. And don't take this personally, and do not rob them of this. He'll become increasingly moodier if you do. Instead, take this time to focus on yourself and your favorite activities. He'll be back once he has recharged himself and released his stress. So because Pisces men can feel all of the emotions from others, they're super intuitive, they're very empathic, they need some time to really separate themselves from others and get their identity back into shape. Also, you're probably going to want to take this time to get your center self back, because when you fall in love with the Pisces, you guys can fall deeply into each other, and there could be some codependency that happens. So as much time as you can actually spend, you know, on your own, in your own little man caves, girl caves, whatever you're spending with your time, friends, wherever, that's going to be good and healthy for both of you. All right. That's 10 tips on how to seduce and understand a Pisces man. Are you a Pisces man? Do you know any Pisces men out there? If so, please leave a comment in the section below and tell me what you think about these 10 tips. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, see you later, moodlings.